Hello guys, so today this is going to be a detailed video on how to sell or buy kin, because some people have money in CodeWallet and they wonder, how can I get this money out? Some people send it directly to these centralized exchanges and wonder why it doesn't work. So I'm going to start to explain how to do this. Now buying has become much easier than selling the kin that you have on CodeWallet, but it's possible, it's doable, and it's not such a big deal, but you have to know a little bit what you're doing. This is what the video is for. Eventually, sometime further down the line, there is going to be a way to off-ramp, meaning to sell your kin directly in CodeWallet. So let's start with the basics. The very basic thing is that CodeWallet is holding your money in a token called kin, and that token runs on the Solana blockchain. Every token that runs on the Solana blockchain needs to be on a Solana address. You cannot have a token that's not on a Solana address, meaning that every kin account, whether it's on CodeWallet or somewhere else, because you can also have that in other wallets, it's always running on a Solana address. Okay, so and there's many Solana wallets out there, and one of them is Solflare. And there's also the most well-known are actually Phantom and Solflare. So we are looking right now at Solflare, the web version. You of course have mobile versions of all kinds of these wallets. So the first thing that you can do is create a wallet, a Solana wallet in, for example, Solflare or Phantom wallet. Now when you create this wallet, make sure that you have your secret phrase written down, these secret words that they give you, and put them on paper. Don't save them online, because you're going to need those if you want to restore the wallet. That's where a lot of people lose their money, because they don't write down these words. Then they lose access to the wallet, and they cannot enter the wallet anymore. If you have those words written down, that's kind of like your key into your own house. So if you have that key, you can always get in. So write down those words on a piece of paper, not online, and you will always have access to your accounts. If anybody else gets access to those words, of course, they can enter your wallet and drain you from your money. So that key, those secret seed words, are the most important part. Now, I already created one of these wallets on Solflare. Like I said, you can use Phantom, you can use Solflare anywhere. And then you get this main wallet address, right? In this case, it's the HJD2. And if I copy this, okay, if I copy this, then I get the full address and I can copy paste it anywhere I want. This is a public address. This is pretty much like the address of your house. It's not the key, but it's the address of your house, this public address. Okay, and if you want to send kin or anything else to that public address, you just need that. Basically, it's like the address that if you're sending a package to your house. Okay. And now what you do is, as you copy paste this, if I copy paste it just so you see it up here, this is basically what a Solana address looks like. You can see it up there, the thing that I highlighted over here. I don't know if you've seen it in the address bar. So this is what a full Solana address looks like. I can see if we can do like a notepad thing here as well. Let me see if we can get this up here. Notepad. Oops, that's not the notepad, that's my camera. Why is it showing this instead of okay, let me see. Well, anyway, the address was in the address bar. That's the Solana address, okay? Because you're gonna have your own address. So you can send any Solana token that's running on Solana like Kin. You can send it directly to the main Solana deposit address that you have here. So if I send Kin to this address, it's gonna work. But here comes the thing that is unknown to many Code Wallet users. From Code Wallet, you cannot send directly to this address, and I tell you the reason why. Because it costs money to create the initial token address on which this address is. Let me rephrase that. So this is the Solana address, but this Solana address will hold also the Kin token address, and the Kin token address has not been created yet. And for it to be created, you need a little bit of Sol money. You need a little bit of money on Solana, and only if that Kin token address on the Solana address is created, then it's basically like your new house, your Kin house has been registered. So you have the Solana house, which is your main address, and then next to your Solana main house you have another address which is basically your smaller Kin house address. And if that address has not been registered, then you cannot send anything there yet. So it's kind of like two houses, the main house plus a smaller house inside the big house, which has its own address. And so you need basically the main Solana address, and on this main Solana address you need to create a Kin token address, and this costs a little bit of money, and Code Wallet is not prepared to do that. And that it makes sense, because if millions of people send out money out of Code Wallet, it would cost them a fortune. So this is why this whole thing is for many people complicated. This is why you cannot just send it to a centralized exchange or out to any Solana wallet. You basically first have to get some Solana on this address. So what I'm gonna do right now is let me see. I'm going to go into one of my wallets, okay? And if you have, you can also do this with Phantom, of course, but what I'm gonna do right now is just send like a tiny bit of Sol. Let me see if I can find something here. Okay, we're gonna send a tiny bit of Sol. Just give me a minute, I'm running low on battery. That's the let me see. Okay, now it's charging again. So you can see I sent some Solana to this address, and I sent $1.29, and then I go to, in this case I'm going to go to trade, and I'm going to swap from Solana to Kin. Let me see if I can find Kin here. I think this should be it. Is that the right Kin? Yes. So this is what I'm doing right now is I'm taking a little bit of the Solana that I transferred, and I'm buying right now a little bit of kin. Okay, it doesn't matter how much. So I'm going to click on swap, going to confirm the swap, and I can do this again a little bit slower if that was too fast for you, but it's right now it's confirming the transaction. This might take a while sometimes because Solana right now is congested. Oh, transaction is complete. Okay, so again, so I had some Solana that I sent here. I'm going to explain how to get Solana in a second. And I used the trade feature to trade a little bit of Solana into kin. Don't trade everything because you always need a little bit of Solana. Okay, so you can see I have the big house with my address, which is Solana, and the small house now inside the big house, which is called kin. Now the trade, again, I click up here and I can trade Solana into kin, and I just select it right here, go search kin, and then I have to scroll down a little bit, and here it is with the right icon, and then I do the switch, and then I have this in the portfolio. So and now this becomes interesting. So now I can take this main house wallet, copy it, and put it into my code wallet. Export or how do you say, withdraw screen. And I'm gonna try, I made some screenshots. Let me see if I can get all of this running for you. I made some screenshots. I'm getting low battery again. Let's see if I can fix this. I hope this is not gonna crash before I'm done. So I'm going to send myself to Telegram right now these screenshots, and I will show you the screenshots in a second. Save as, and then create a new folder. So I'll just call it Sol for now. So I'll have this done in a second. I know it's complicated, but once you're used to it, in the beginning it's complicated, but once you're used to it, it will go much quicker. So now I will use images. I will add images here, create a new image. There are unsafe changes, so you wanna say it, I don't know. Image file. And kin Sol. I think I call it Sol, yes. You can only do one image at a time, apparently. So we're gonna do that. Image. I added, you can already see one. Image. Create another image. Browse. So too bad you can't add all of them at once. Create new. So you can see 3 images right now, which are from Code Wallet. So basically on the right top corner, when you click, you receive the first image, which shows you, I'm sorry, it's in Spanish right now. The third from the top is withdraw Kin. Then the second image is how much you want to withdraw. And the third image is where you put in the withdrawal address. And that's where you put the address in. And the Solana address that we were talking about. But you don't do this before you created your Solana address with this Kin address that you're seeing on the screen. By the way, like I said, you can do this in your mobile wallet of Solflare or Phantom. It doesn't have to be on the web version. So if you go in the App Store and you put in Solflare or Phantom, you can download that app, and within that app, Solflare as well as Phantom, you can buy directly a little bit of Sol. You don't need much Sol, so even if you just bought $5, $10, $15 of Sol, that's plenty in order to create that Kin account. And now comes the most important part, one of the most important. If you created this Kin account with your Solana account, and then you take the Solana wallet and you put that address into your withdrawal screen, it's gonna take a while for it to be sent out. So don't be impatient. The reason it takes a while is because CodeWallet is a complicated software and it has a bunch of accounts running at once, and it needs a while before it collects all of that money in order to send it out to the wallet. So it's not as instant as you would expect, say, a Solana to Solana direct transaction. Okay, so you maybe wait, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, depending on the network situation. But then it's out, and then you have it within a regular Solana wallet. So that's basically how you withdraw it into a Solana wallet. And now comes the next thing. So the next thing is basically then you swap it back. So in this case we would go to trade. So you have your Solana that arrived here in this wallet, and then you click here on Kin in your first option, and the second option you can click Solana. Okay, and then you click, for example, on max if you want to withdraw everything. So now you're basically swapping all of the Kin into Solana, and that will then once you've done that, you have all your money in Solana. And this is the best way to do this, is because then on any kind of exchange you like, on most exchanges you can sell Solana for actual money. So you can go, for example, to Binance, to Coinbase, or any kind of big marketplace and sell actually that coin for any other coin, or leave it in Solana, or then withdraw it to your bank account. So this is the most right now the most clean and most natural way to sell your Kin into Solana and then into your bank account. Or you can put it into Bitcoin, you can put it into Solana and just leave it there if you like, or put it into USDC, which is basically the equivalent of US dollar, but digital. So those options are then there. So I hope that explained more or less for you how to sell Kin, how to withdraw it from your CodeWallet. If you send it directly to a centralized exchange, you are going to have the problem that it might not be registered with the exchange. Okay, so which will be in most cases this will be the case. So having this intermediary of first putting it into a Solana wallet like Solflare or Phantom is the ideal situation. So now, since not long ago, if you want to buy Kin, you can do it directly within the CodeWallet app. You've probably seen that already if you're using Cold Wallet. So you can go to your balance screen and just click buy. Or what you can do again is go to Solflare or Phantom, buy Solana, and then use the trade or swap feature to swap from Solana to Kin. Okay, now sometimes never use all of your Solana, because you need always a little bit of your Solana to make the actual trade, because any kind of transaction on Solana costs a little bit of Solana, maybe like 2 cents, 5 cents, 10 cents. So you should always have a little bit of Solana left in order for you to be able to do those trades. Now I'm thinking if there's anything else that's important. Now this might seem complicated in the beginning if you're new to this, but it's kind of good to learn how to do this, because this is the future. This is how all of money is going to look like, and it's looking like, and it will get simpler over time naturally, but this is like the status quo of how it works right now, and learning how to deal with those addresses is good. And never do all of your value of those coins in one transaction. Learn how to do this for a while with smaller amounts, until you maybe have done it like 20-30 times and feel super comfortable like sending it back and forth, double checking that you have the correct addresses and so forth. The good thing is that by now most applications have this copy paste feature of the addresses, so you don't make any mistake, and it's super easy. Now like I said, you can do this on your web, on your desktop, or you can use your mobile wallet, and you also have these kind of QR codes which you can scan from the apps directly if you want, to copy paste these addresses quicker from, say, web to phone or phone to web. So the problem that most people encounter is literally that they don't have the smaller house within the bigger house, so they don't have the Kin address within the Solana address, and that's why you can't send it out. If you have this intermediary wallet on Phantom or Solana, that's how it works, and from there you can send it to any kind of exchange using the Solana deposit address of any exchange. But always do small transactions first, just to try it out, and when you see it arrive, you can send a little bit a bigger transaction, but it's always best to double check those things. So that was how to buy and sell Kin, and I wanted to make a third video which I forgot right now, but I think this will be sufficient for now.